everyone. Today we will do the revision of chapter Fiber to Fabric. Okay? We'll do the revision of chapter Fiber to Fabric. First of all, what is the meaning of term fiber? Fiber means thin strands of thread that are made up of still thinner strands. Okay, fiber means thin strands of thread that are made up of still thinner strands. Clear? So fibers are thin strands of thread that are made up of still thinner strands. Now, fibers are of two types: natural fibers and synthetic fibers. Clear? Fibers are of how many types? Two types: natural fiber and synthetic fiber. Now natural, as the name indicates, natural fibers are the fibers that we obtain from the nature, either from plant or from animal. Okay? So natural fibers are the fibers that we obtain either from plants or from animals. Now example of fiber that we obtain from plants is cotton and jute. About these two fibers you had read in chapter number 3 in class 6th. Okay, so these are the two fibers that we obtain from plants, cotton and jute. Okay, now animal. Wool and silk. Wool and silk are two fibers that we obtain from animals. Okay, wool is obtained from sheep or yak, goat. Clear? Wool is obtained from the fleece. Fleece means hair. Wool is obtained from fleece of sheep, yak, goat. Clear? And silk is obtained from cocoons of silk moth. Silk is obtained from cocoons of silk moth. Now let's move forward to synthetic fiber. Okay, synthetic, as the name suggests, synthetic means they are made by man. Okay, so man-made fibers are known as synthetic fibers. Clear? Man-made fibers are known as synthetic fibers. Its example is rayon, polyester, nylon. Clear? Now, basically in this chapter we have to do the topic wool and silk. So today let us start the revision of topic wool. First of all, I'll tell you a few wool yielding animals, or the animals that gives us wool. Okay, let me show you these animals with the pictures. Like first wool yielding animal is sheep, and all of you are aware of the fact that the wool of sheep is most common in the market, right? So first wool yielding animal is sheep. Now second wool yielding animal is yak, and wool of yak is common in Tibet and Ladakh. Okay, next wool yielding animal is goat. There is one example, Angora goat. Angora goat gives us Angora wool. This is Angora goat. You can see on the body of yak, on the body of Angora goat, hair are present. See, fleece is present. This fleece gives us wool. Okay, next is, there is one more goat, that is Kashmiri goat. It also gives us wool. Even in the market, you might have seen pashmina shawls. Pashmina shawls, they are made from the fur of Kashmiri goat and it is quite soft. Okay. Now next example of wool yielding animal is camel. This is llama, a variety of camel. On the body of this camel, you can see fleece is there. Right now? So fur which is present on the body of this camel, that is llama. It also gives us wool. There is one more variety of camel that gives us wool and that variety is alpaca. Okay, so alpaca and llama, these are two varieties of camel that gives us wool. Now our next topic is how we can obtain the wool from these kind of animals. Okay, they are having fleece or they are having fur or they are having hair, right? Actually in reality they are having hair because hair keep them warm. Now with these hair we have to take out wool. Now the question is how and what are the different steps. Okay, so these are the different steps. Before sharing, let me discuss with you first point, that is rearing. Rearing means taking care of sheep. Because obviously firstly we have to take care of the sheep. We have to provide good quality food. We have to provide hygienic shelter. Okay. So first step is rearing. Taking care of the sheep or taking care of the animal. Okay. Rearing means taking care. When you will take care of the sheep, obviously they will develop a thick coat of hair. Now we have to take out that coat. How we will do it? Let's move forward. Next step is shearing. Shearing means cutting the hair. Okay? Shearing means cutting the hair, or you can say cutting the fleece. This we used to do with the help of a trimmer. Like when you used to go to a barber shop, they use a trimmer, right now, to trim your hair. In the similar way, in the process of shearing, the fleece of the sheep is removed with the help of a trimmer, and shearing does not hurt sheep. As when you go for a haircut, it doesn't hurt you right now because uppermost layer of our skin is dead. In the similar way, shearing doesn't hurt sheep. But one thing should be taken care of, shearing must be done in the summer season. Now question is why? Because as I told you, hair protect the sheep from cold environment, right? Now if the farmer will cut the hair in winter, then what will happen? There will be nothing to protect the sheep from the cold environment, right? And the sheep could die. So in order to avoid this, shearing must be done in summer season. Now after shearing, the next step is scoring. Firstly, we had taken care of the sheep in rearing. Next, we had cut it down the fleece in shearing. Now in scoring, we will wash the fleece. We'll take big tanks, and in the big tanks there will be water, and then fleece of the sheep is washed in the water so as to remove dirt, dust and grease. Clear? So scoring means washing the fleece. Now next step is sorting. After this, after washing the fleece, the hairy fibers, they are sent to a factory. Okay, the hairy fibers are sent to a factory where the different fibers of different textures, they are separated out. Clear? In this step, the different fibers having different textures, they are separated out. Okay, now next step is picking of burrs. Burrs are the small fluffy structures or small fluffy fibers that you might have seen on the woolen clothes. So in this step, the burrs are picked out with the help of hand. Okay, now next step is dyeing. Dyeing, as the name is clear. In this step, the fleece of the sheep, the hair of the sheep, that we had cutted and we had washed, it is dyed in various colors. Okay, as the natural color of fleece is generally white, black or brown, but wool that is available in the market, it is of different colors. How? Due to this step only. In dyeing, the fibers are dyed in various colors. And last step, the yarn is made. Okay, the fibers, they are collected together, they are straightened and they are rolled together. Okay, fibers are straightened and then they are rolled together to make yarn. Thank you.